I know a lot of y'all have saw my Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls reactions. Oh, she's in the game! Oh my god! Oh my god! Storm! I am Ms. Marvel's strongest soldier. Bro, I was never expecting to do this without having Marvel vs. Capcom or MVC4 in the title. But for this character roster wish list, I gotta do this intro, man. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is a game that came out of nowhere and is coming out in 2026. Knowing Arc Sys, it's probably summer of 2026, by the way. If you look up Arc System Works video games and initial release date history, most of their games, their main fighting game ones, have came out in the summer, but other games coming out in more than likely November, December. And the reason why, and I'll be honest, only Marvel, we have another game that came out before this, Marvel freaking Rivals. Marvel Rivals, as what you may seem, will be easy to just say this character should have been in the game already, but Marvel Rivals is unpredictable with its roster as well. Like, Marvel Rivals even doesn't have Cyclops yet. And then you're thinking, this is a 4v4 tag fighter. So how many characters should this game have at launch? How many characters should be in a 4v4 tag roster on base? What is a good number roster for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls? Let's look at some history of some tag fighting games right quick. If we look at what Arc Sys did with Bandai on Dragon Ball FighterZ, the base roster had 24 characters at launch, 3 of them which were unlockable in the base game. Now for a 4v4 type of game, that's rad weak. But let's go back to the game that everybody's like, yo, it's Marvel, baby. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Vanilla Marvel vs. Capcom 3 had 36 playable characters in it. Now, I personally think 30 is the sweet spot here. Taking into account how far this game is out from now, and we already got a release year window of 2026, we're currently 6 months and 3 weeks away from that year. The ideal roster is if Arc Sys wanted to go bar for bar back with the old days, a 48 character roster like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I don't imagine that ever happening in fighting games again because it takes a lot more time to develop a lot of fighting games and the characters' animations all together. So no, I think 30 to 40 characters on launch is beautiful for this game. Me personally, I'm already excited for the roster because generally all the characters I really gonna play are already revealed in the reveal trailer. I'm not asking for too much, but I know a lot of people will want more characters. Obviously, I want them too. So it took me 2 days to think about how to make a roster for this game. And it's very hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's so many Marvel characters. This game, even if they don't come in base roster, they'll probably come down the road as DLC or some type of update to the game. Like, the X-Men alone is hard as hell to just say, yo, put one of these in here. So I decided, let's go based off of recent video games and meld it into our own list. What makes a character roster wishlist hard is what makes this so challenging is that the team itself said they're going for some deep cuts here. This game has Ghost Rider. Marvel Rivals doesn't have Ghost Rider. So anything can be predictable. In Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, I can see Beast in this game before I see it in Marvel Rivals. The possibilities are endless. So my idea is going based off of multiple different categories for this based off recent trends. Because Arc Sys likes to go off of popularity a lot of times and trends if you ever followed their games. We're gonna go by the MCU, we're gonna go by Marvel Rivals inspiration, and characters I just want regardless of it. Alright, number 1 with Marvel Rivals inspiration, I think it's mad important that they gotta do Psylocke. If you know Arc System Works and you know their characters, they got a lot of bad yes, I said it, break place like that, as playable characters in every fighting game in existence they have ever made. If you're new here, Guilty Gear Strive Eno is one of the finest, hottest, and I don't give a fuck if you call me a gooner, characters in the existence of fighting game culture. Now, from the Marvel Rival side of things, I want to try to be fair, and I think I'm gonna pick like 10 characters that they could probably take inspiration from. Seemingly like not all of them are confirmed from that game here. Number 1, the most important character they gotta add to this game. If you really want to be truly Marvel, they need to show Wolverine now. Wolverine was a staple in Marvel vs. Capcom, and I know this is his own thing like I said multiple times, but you just need to have Wolverine in a game like this. If I'm not mistaken, Arc Sys don't even got a character that reminds me of like Wolverine from MVC anyway. I can't think of nobody at all. I also want Squirrel Girl. I think she's blown up in popularity that it would be a miss not to put her in this game. Her with being a mid-range or almost a zoner even would be kind of funny and obnoxious, so I'm with that. Wanda Maximoff, or if you gotta know her first role, is Scarlet Witch. She should definitely be in this game 100%. Don't get it freaking twisted. She will look so raw in Arxis graphics, and they love magic and sorcery. Like, if you played Asuka from Strive, you know she could work really well in this game. Not saying she's gonna work like that, but she could cook like that. Now let's talk about the MCU inspiration. I still love the MCU. I still like the last phase. I'm still here with Marvel, baby. Even if it's rocky, there's a lot of stuff that I do really like about phase 4, believe it or not. I don't think Marvel fell off after Endgame. So let's talk about it. MCU influencing has touched a lot of this game, especially if Disney has any slight say-so in it. They gonna want some MCU-like characters in this game. Now I'm gonna throw a curveball here. Y'all might not agree. I'm gonna say this up front, and a lot of y'all can get mad at me. After Thunderbolts, I would rather Yelena be in the game than Black Widow, personally. A character that feel like it's just now getting love that I would love to see from Marvel rivals and the MCU though would probably be Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight's just sick. Also, I'm gonna just add him because of the Marvel type of influence. Y'all might not agree with me, but I do think Doctor Strange is gonna be probably a shoe-in. Characters I think are shoe-in is like Doctor Strange, Thor. Those are definite shoe-ins. Black Panther is definitely gonna come to the game. However, I want to give y'all a warning. If they do this and it end up being like a Shuri Vault version of it, which they probably won't, because they know that probably ticks some people off. But I'm just saying, if it happens, it happens. And I think we do need to have Falcon. And another reason why I think Falcons is important is because having black representation in your game, as good as it already is in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, is outstanding. Have y'all paid attention to Storm? She thick, she got the right skin tone, all that. That shit matters, man. Same with Kamala. She is very like lovable. Every character, the way they take those heroes and stylize them and arc system works, peak as hell. Don't get it twisted. So I would like to see Falcon in the game as well, and then getting those cool interactions and teams ups with Captain America would be outstanding to me. And I think a lot of people ain't saying it, but at least in the past couple of years, the biggest star of the MCU on and off screen, at least in the TV shows at least, has been Loki. I ain't heard not a single person ever say Loki garbage. I've heard millions say this shit is peak. Loki has also dominated in Marvel Rivals too. I think that character is a staple villain personally. And the next characters I'm going to recommend here is the Guardians of Galaxy. The Guardians of Galaxy have blown up tremendously since the MCU. They're everywhere, even in freaking Marvel Rivals. All of them are there, I think, outside of Drax and Gamora right now. They're definitely going to be more in the game simply because we already got Star-Lord off rip. And I was going to bring up Daredevil, but apparently he's already spotted in the window of one of the stages in the game. So it's like, I'm not going to bring up Daredevil, but yeah. Also, I can see them adding She-Hulk in the game if you know Arc System Works games. I can think they take the blueprint from Ladiva from Grand Blue and make that She-Hulk for this type of game. I can see that happening. Oh, now my last category that I didn't tell y'all about was villains. I do think we need some more villains on side of the game. Right now, all we know of is Doctor Doom, and the trailer did only show like 8 heroes and 1 villain right now, which that could come later in the trailer or some type of big surprise, but who knows. Now, some of these villains are hard to tell because honestly, a lot of them I can see as DLC already, even though the game not out, because that's just what, you got to get people to buy your DLC some kind of way, bro. So I'm going to just run off the list of what I came off the top of my head. Number 1, I have Hela. I feel like she's been a star play since Thor Ragnarok. She's been one of the coolest ones, and I just love the design. It's so crazy and simple to me. Then there's Thanos, which he's honestly the one I can see them be like base character that you gotta unlock or maybe DLC. There's MODOK. I know people are like, oh, MODOK, but MODOK is important, bro. Let MODOK cook. Galacta instead of Galactus, because I mean, like, Galactus is like this all-encompassing big ass thing in the universe, and then Galacta can just be like the smaller version of that. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of dope. She's been a big staple recently in media as well. Then there's Mysterio. I do need a Spider-Man villain. I would rather put Venom too, both of them, but I don't want to be biased to Spider-Man. And then last but not least, I think one of the coolest characters, even if you don't like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite or you just hate how it looks, one of the coolest additions to the Marvel vs. Capcom roster back in the day, years ago, was Ultron. I think Ultron needs another shot to be shown off in a bigger light, because that character was sick as hell. I think artists can do it justice as well. Now I'm going to do the characters I really just want to see in this game that I'm probably going to play a lot. So bear with your boy. I'm just going to tell you right now. I want Captain Marvel, I want Psylocke, and I want Bucky. I'm gonna just get it straight out the way. I love those characters so much right now. Outside of the main ones that's already in the game, I got everybody I generally like in the MCU, personally. If you guys enjoyed this rambling, this talk, and this predictions list for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, please make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe for more Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls content. And do not get it twisted. Just because I make this character roster prediction, wish list, and things of that nature does not mean all of it's going to become true or all will be right. When we get more info in the game, my prediction can probably change. And knowing them, this game has already been in process of pre-planning way down the fucking road. Usually when you make fighting games, that's one of the first things you do is talk about the character roster and how they work in the game and the world. So even if we asking for characters, the acts and stuff and complaints and all that probably won't happen until we see season 1 or season 2 of DLC for this game. But remember, if you guys are golden, that is raw. Squalor, peace, and I'm out, baby.